welcome to the next edition of Carolina Realty Advisors YouTube channel. Today I'm here with Whitney Gibson. She's one of our newer agents. So I'd like to introduce you to Whitney. Hey Whitney.
Hello.
Hey. Whitney came to us it's probably been about 2 months ago, and she had a previous career in sales. So you want to tell us a little bit about what you did before you got into real estate?
Sure, yeah. I had been in sales the past 8 to 9 years. I was more in a design background, but still very focused on sales.
Gotcha, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so tell us about your experience so far at Carolina Realty Advisors. Tell us about the training program.
The training program was great. Learning kind of our methods that we do things here now makes me feel like I could have done better at my last job in sales, just knowing everything that I know now.
Good. Could you give us a small example?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think an example would be before I felt like I had a good tool set on figuring out like how to figure out the client's needs, go through different things like that, but it didn't get me far enough to kind of figure out exactly what the client needed. So now being able to understand kind of the psychology behind, what the client's actually thinking, going through, getting them into that exact funnel of how they're purchasing really makes a lot of sense.
Perfect. So in the first 2 months you've been here, you've already picked up 2 new clients. You earned 2 new clients, right?
Yes, yeah.
And we do something here that, we normally will meet with our clients first before we provide any real estate services, because it doesn't make any sense to run out and show property to somebody who's not a client and when you don't really know what they need, like Whitney said. So tell us a little bit about your, how you went through buyer consultation and, what you learned and how that worked out for you.
Yeah, no, I'd say I'm learning more and more every single day. Everything that Mike has said from the beginning is absolutely true. But the more I kind of go through it, the more it kind of like just hammers at home that those are the right things to do. So even just as I'm making calls to people now, figuring out the right steps as what people are telling me is truthful or not truthful, and seeing the right candidate or a good fit for us.
Right, and so we jokingly say buyers are liars, and a lot of that's because when they first come to us, they don't know what they want, or they may think they maybe want to be in a certain area of town, or they may want a certain type of property, or sometimes they're not really ready yet. And what I'm teaching agents is a pretty foolproof system on just how to talk to people, be disarmingly honest and straightforward with them, enough to kind of ask them the questions so that they understand more about what they really want. Because sometimes when people get into buying real estate, they know what they want to buy something, they're just not sure where, when, what. And so our system is a little bit more focused on their needs on the front end and providing really good questions before wasting time going out, showing property, and really getting our agents burned out. So we like to really work smarter here versus harder. So Whitney, have anything else you'd like to say about the company or your experience so far?
No, everything's been great so far. Fairly easy to kind of figure out once you kind of get into the rhythm of kind of the best candidates, how it's working, but exactly what you said, kind of working smarter, not harder. Of course, being a new person, I'm going through those aches and pains of wanting just to talk to anybody, but learning they're not always the best fit, and
some of them are a waste of time.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we don't want you to waste your time. If you're going to come here at Carolina Realty Advisors, for our agents, we want them to really work smarter and be really efficient with their time for our client's sake too. On the other side, if you're a client of ours, you don't want to waste your time looking at property that's not a fit, or doing things that are going to maybe waste time and cost you more money ultimately in the end. So anyway, I guess Whitney, thanks for coming and talking to us today and telling us a little bit about your situation. So
absolutely.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
You got it. Thank you.